Rabbi Дэвид Hillel is a former head of the National Council of Young Israel. He founded Operation Lifeline, which sent Americans to the Soviet Union to teach Torah and distribute religious articles after a series of audiences with the Rebe in 1961.
I went in to see the Rebbe with Irving Munam, and at the end of the conversation, which took in many other topics, I said to him, "Wie fangt man an zu helfen Eden in Russland?" The minute the Rebbe heard that, he says, "We'll meet another time, and then we'll talk about Jews in Russia." Now, one of the members of the Latvian parliament was Rabbi Chodakov, who was friendly to my parents. I took advantage of that, and I called him up. I said, "I would like to discuss Jews in Russia with the Rebbe." Got me an appointment, and this was already B'Yechidas. And he said to me, "I have never given any information to any outside of Lubavitch in finding a way to help Jews in Russia. But if I give you names and addresses," and I said to him, my purpose was to send in Rabbanim, to send in Shochten, to send in those that can somehow ignite that pintalid, that spark that every Jew has. So he said to me, "I'll open the doors for you. I'll give you names, addresses, etc. But I have a condition. The condition is b'li piyasum. If you're going to do this b'shleimus, and that you really want to help Jews in Russia and bringing them back, then I will." I gave him my word. And we were talking about dinner nefashos, you know. You give a name and somebody mentions it and it's overheard by someone and you end up in Siberia. He gave me, I would say, between 40 and 50 names spread out in different parts of the former Soviet Union. The only teachers that were there at that time until we started to train others were Lubavitcher Hasidim. There was no other underground training apparatus or a so-called yeshiva movement, etc., without Lubavitch. And it worked. He assigned to me people like Levitov and others who were my contacts. And I started to send in Rabbanim. But the fact is that success of Operation Lifeline could never have been done without the guidance and the help of the Rebbe. In the big Leningrad synagogue, there was a shtibel that was mainly Lubavitch. We did not have a Rav in Leningrad. What we had was Zkenim. And they were the people that were in contact with the Rebbe, and we had Lubavitcher like Yitzchak Kogan, one of the people that the Rebbe gave me to see. And I remember we davened Mincha in his house. He had a Sefer Torah. This was September. The nights were long in Leningrad. And he had chickens running around in his house. And there were two young men there. And they said, Yitzchak, make Havdalah, shech the chicken, because we have to go to Moscow. And that intrigued me. What are two young men doing with a chicken on a midnight train to Moscow? When I asked them, "What are you doing?" They said, "There's a memorial in Moscow, and he and I are going to have our bris. And since we know that we need meat or chicken for a Suda, we're asking him."
In Huis, da von den Nachpriesen. Das ist, jetzt geht man machen, der Priest von der zweiten Mann, Priesen gemacht und noch einen. Da sind zusammengekommen, die Menschen, die es beteiligen, die sich von dem Priest. Das ist in ein Haus von einer Frau. Und da steht der Mutter der Scheich mit Kirche und Rebe Abraham. Und er fragt, da was nutzen ihre Stuben, er sagt auf ja, sie ist eine größere Zadekes und sie was machen dort die Brissen jede Woche. Oder bei die freien Stub ist bei jedem dort der Brissen. Und der junge Mann, nimmt es zusammen, die alle junge Leute.
I mean, this was the type of Mesiras Nefesh that you found that you never forgot.